When we win, we get it back, then we take it on back to a ladder so unbalanced. It's the Masochist challenge.
All right, welcome on in. As you can see, we are starting today at Bronze Tier 2. Notable things from the last episode, in case you didn't catch it, is really just that we pulled DPE. So I am including DPE, a Fusion Destiny, and of course the necessary targets. But without much further ado, let's get right into the duels. All right, we have won the coin toss, and we've got a pretty decent opening hand. Kind of depends on if we get Max Seed or Fuwood. See, they have 8 in the extra deck, so it's always possible that we're looking at, you know, a starter deck. Veiler, decent enough. Let's see if they... Okay, nothing else chainable. I'm just going to go for my standard Sprite Elf plus Little Knight combo. If they have Nibiru, I don't really have a way to play around it, but I do have to sort of play to win. That is not a terrible amount of interaction. You know, targeting protection on the Little Knight is good. And then Phantom Knight's Sword will be kind of the battle trap that hopefully keeps Little Knight alive. Upstart, maybe this is a striker thing. Necro Valley. I mean, I guess I'll get some material back. If they sphere mode me here, it'd be very funny. Royal Tribute. Sure. Oh, we are actually playing Gravekeeper, so did they set Spy? That would be pretty classic. Oh boy. We're seeing the downside of the DPE package already. I think because I can't get anything back from the graveyard, that I will just attack in here. And damage calculation, I will boost. I'm glad to see that that is a set Ash Blossom. So I guess this is stun, basically. Like Gravekeeper stun. End phase. Okay, looking good for the first duel of the day. I do think that I need to try to keep the pressure up. I'm 1,000 shy of lethal. Does my generic 9 get us there? That is 6,500. So unless that back row does anything, we're good to go. Well, hey, 1 duel, 1 win. Let's see what we can rip this time. Maybe some Gravekeepers. Million Century Ice Prison. okay. During the main phase, if a monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's monster effect except by being destroyed, either end the main phase or skip main phase 1 of your opponent's next turn. Very interesting. I like that it has the Ice Jade stuff in the artwork. That's a little pet deck of mine. Interesting. It is kind of situational, given that it has to be except by being destroyed. Worth thinking about, though. S4 Showdown, Cyber Harpy Lady, Necros of Clausulus, Guardian Seal, Performapal Silverclaw, Raptor's Ultimate Mace, and Starship Spyplane. Not anything terribly playable here. That quick play is interesting, but I don't think it makes the cut for the current strategy I'm on, at least. All right, let's go next. Okay, going second this time, but looky here. The first ever chance to use Fusion Destiny. And of course, we also draw one of the materials. Okay, Live Twin, 12 cards in extra deck, so might not be absolutely top tier version of this. It's very silly that I biffed the last duel just doing Little Knight Pass. I should have just done Little Knight Pass, and it would have worked out better. All right, we've summoned 3 monsters and set a card. Are we going to start linking? Think Lady first. Sure. Add another Live Twin. Maybe they can get an extender. Sure can. Lilla. And the Trouble Sunny. For sure. Sending what card? Sending Evil Twin Challenge to the graveyard for no apparent reason. Okay. I guess they just made the biggest monster they could. Just reading through to see if I'm missing a graveyard effect. Okay. Let's get out the Deer Note, which is basically just useful because it can bring back Foxy Tune if it goes away. And let's get that sweet, sweet DPE. Let's use DPE effect. See if I missed any graveyard effects. Trigger DPE. And it looks like we are free and clear. Locked by Fusion Destiny, so nothing else to do there. You know, it seems like our opponent is just learning the deck, and that is fair enough, of course. Sprite Carrot. I will go ahead and pop it. Just in case there's like something else they can do, but I guess that is it. Ooh, a little bit shiny. Even shinier. Honestly, what I could use is more copies of Fusion Destiny, which is just a rare. Not a high chance of that, but ooh, with 2 ultra rares, maybe we get something good. Maybe the newly unlimited Kestir Fenrir. Flash Charge Dragon. White Dragon Ritual. Is this generic, by the way? It is dragons, okay. And gives you like a pop, sure. Morning, so Cosmo. Card, Gearfried the Red Eyes Iron Knight. Apparently I already have that. A True Draco card, Majesty Maiden. Not bad if we ever got enough of that. Magikey Bedos Buster. I think I might have maybe the normal spell card that acts as like the Ritual Infusion card. I'll have to go see if I have other Magikey stuff. But anyway, the Hollows. Amaterasu. Pretty good in its own strategy, of course, but probably not ultra playable here. And Cupsy Yummy. Obviously a very powerful card. Everything in Yummy is pretty high rarity, apart from like some of the spell traps. So not likely to see a lot of play for us, but man, that would be, of course, very sweet. Alrighty. Well, not the best hand here. I think I basically have to set and hope that they have bricked to high heaven. They do have 5 cards in extra deck, so it could be a starter deck, hopefully. Normaling the Gozuki. I think I'm just gonna stop them before they can start. Maybe this is like the zombie structure deck. Alright. Fusion Destiny off the top, please. Well, this almost certainly will turn off Fusion Destiny. But honestly, I have nothing better to do. That is not nothing. And I didn't banish any of my Fusion Destiny material, so even better. I'm just gonna do targeting protection on the Ascendant of Thunder because I really need him to live. Let's see what we can do. The fact that they summoned Gozuki makes me hopeful that they didn't have a better normal, like a Unizombie or whatever. I will get my free special. And set the punishment. Which is honestly the best card on the field right now. Plague Spreader. Sure. Not sure what they can do with just a plague. Battle phase. Targeting defense position Ringo Worm. Okay, this is starting to look like very bot-like behavior. Either a bot or like someone pretty new to the game, perhaps. I'll go ahead and get another freebie. And that was enough for them. Fair enough. All right, a lot of stuff that I'm looking for, even at low rarity. Cypher Mirror Knight is not what I was looking for. Magidog. This card is sent to the graveyard for synchro of a spellcaster. Add a field spell from graveyard to hand. No, thank you. Deal of Destiny. It looks like it's Utopia stuff. Anomaly. Fluffle Penguin. Maybe good with other things. Yeah, it's pretty specific to Fluffle. DD Assailant. After damage calculation, banish the monster that it is battling. That would have been very good early Masochist. Honestly, still kind of playable. Just not necessarily worth a slot in the deck that I'm currently building. Neo Daedalus and Overworked. Destroy each monster whose attack is higher than its original attack. If I had a consistent way of making my opponent's attack increase, then that might be useful. As it stands, nothing really great here. Let's keep going. Not a very strong hand here. Just gonna have to set. Guess Lilybell is a 2k wall, so we'll try that too. This person is on a 59 card deck. Couldn't find a 60th one they liked. But it does have a lot of the aesthetics, the new sleeves, so not sure if that's a good sign. Abyss Actor. Interesting. It's kind of a free special, I would guess. Okay, some Zark stuff. Okay, placing Pendulum. So the donut. Interesting. Normaling Ash Blossom. I will Punishment. Going end phase. Okay. Just seeing the Adagnister engrave was enough, I guess. I can't do anything. Oh, but they can't do anything either. That's kind of nice. Concentrating does work here. So as silly as it is, I'm gonna do it. Damage calc. We concentrate. Yeah, that's really it. Wow. Normaling the White Wing Magician. No, I'm actually fine with this because it lets me summon my Mech Knight finally. And I get to shuffle back the scale, I think. Yeah, no more donut. Bad time to draw a danger. I will set my axe and bring out Red Moon. Gotta try to get on some kind of a clock before they draw playable. They have something that they can activate, I just don't know what it could be. Setting. I like to see that. Maybe we're bricked on some hand traps. I do need to keep the pressure going, so I'm going to try for Nessie. Max C? Sure, whatever. 50% chance that I don't special summon. Yep, there it is. You know what? For the cost of taking out Maxi, kind of worth it. A second White Wing Magician. Fair enough. Okay, back to us. I think I keep going with the danger, just keep digging for more cards. Unfortunate. Well, which it is. Adding a pendulum graph. Why didn't they normal double iris? I guess it doesn't do much on its own. So they added time pendulum graph. So that could definitely be a problem. They can start popping stuff with that continuous trap. I can dodge with phalanx, which is kind of nice, but that won't last forever. Hopefully they don't flip it up so that I can target it with the Galaxy Cyclone. Nice. I think it still gets popped. I'm not confident. Alright. Phalanx. Sending my witch. You know, fair enough. Ash Blossom. Oh, Astrograph. Wow. Okay. Is there anything that gets me going faster here? I think I just go Terror Top for the free special. Oh, right. Which effect means I can't actually add. Unfortunate. I could do my little elf routine, but that's more of a long-term play than anything. Yeah, let's go for it. Grab back. Doesn't really matter which one. Now we make Lizardos. Looks like the lowest thing I can banish is 800. So I will do that. Just barely squeak this out. Oh, okay. Hey, I'll take it. Some kind of hollow in here, hopefully. Spiral, Crimson Resonator. I already have one of those, and it was fairly decent for what it was, but it has a lock. Fortune Fairy Who, Triamid Pulse, Roaring Earth, Beast. If a beast attacks a defense position monster, probably not. Attic Nister, Stonehenge Methods. Okay, a Chronomaly card. Last card? Sword Soul Blackout. You know, decent for the strategy, of course. I don't think I have any Sword Soul stuff to make that work, unfortunately. But happy to have it in the collection. Let's keep going. Okay, I did lose the coin toss, but the opponent has me going first. They have 12 cards, extra deck, 50 cards, main deck. I do kind of want to draw more cards, so let's see if we can hit Dogman. Of course not. Of course not. I'll do Ascendant of Thunder. Mostly for the life point gain if he dies. I will note the name is letters and numbers, so this could be some bot gameplay. I could win regardless. Just throwing that out there. Okay, so setting 5 and then battle phase. It's possible they set 5 very good cards, but I guess let's find out. I mean, the last opponent was on like a really jank Labyrinth build, so you never know, I guess. Xyz Tribal Rivals. Well, that looks like random bullshit. Targeting protection, I think. Oh no, destruction protection. Good Goblin Housekeeping, without any additional copies engraved, so just kind of a little bit of a mulligan to the one card in hand, sure. Add the Lily Bell, and then special. The one fun thing about them activating cards is it allows me to target other cards with more accuracy. All right. Move Man, Ascendant of Thunder, pray that they don't have Mirror Force in the remaining 2 sets that they're allowed to use. Okay, looking pretty good. Because we're so close to lethal for next turn anyway, I'm just going to do Elf for targeting protection and the resource train. Let's see what Light Stage did. Void Feast, another pretty random card. Yeah, definitely seeming like a bot. Normal the spiritual beast Apelio. Sure thing. Let's get back Lilybell. And they are targeting the only monster that they can't kill. Okay. This is looking pretty wrapped up to me, so let's lock down another set. And then try to get in for lethal damage. Little knight for game. There it is. Okay, not my proudest victory, but it does still earn us a pack. Them's the rules. Let's see if we get anything good. Vylon Ohm, Harpy Lady 2, Strike of the Monarchs, Yellow Dustin, Regretful Rebirth, is this anything? When a monster is destroyed by battle, target it, special summon it in face-up defense position, but destroyed during end phase. That last clause really kind of kills it. Alright, let's keep going. Dragoonity, Hexatrude, very funny. What is this hollow? First movement solo. Melodious is very good, obviously, if you have all the cards for it. I doubt it is Masochist playable. Certainly not playable with my collection right now. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, I have won the coin toss. And seems pretty clear what I've got to do here, which is FD for DPE. Thank the Lord for no Ash Blossom. And then we've got a couple of trap cards to back it up. I do wonder if I should just have this. Yeah. Either it acts as a wall, or it's something that I can use for DPE. Either way, I will say that this person has a lot of like the upgraded field, mate, card sleeves, so this could be a bit of a challenge. Okay. I am gonna get rid of DPE in the hopes that he can come back later. No called by. That's nice. Yeah, they're just straight up on K9. Okay, I guess I gotta get ready to trigger punishment to try to stave off the Z summon. I'm not sure if I can actually prevent it. Sending Lantern. That is interesting. Why not the Lupus? Setting 1. Battle phase. Alright, so if I kill you right now, what happens? What? Where's the Lupus? What happened? Okay, well, DPE returns. I gotta stay under 2 cards in hand just because of the K9 normal summon stuff. I don't like that they have a back row. Okay, I'm actually going to use this effect to bring this guy back. Because I would like to pop whatever that back row is. Okay, just the canine quick play. Sure. Okay. They need to fade this draw. I would very much love... Oh, it's Vanquish Soul too. It is Vanquish Soul as well. Wow. And they have Mad Love in hand. They have Dark in hand. Linking off. That is a quick effect. Normaling Mad Love, okay. Grabbing the field spell, I imagine. Adding back Holly Sue, for sure. They must have not had the types in hand to do the Holly Sue summon from deck. Or sorry, not types, but attributes. Alright, I will wait for them to do the effect, and then I will pop it. With the steed. End phase. Okay. Well, I think I need to pop the link. Deer Note. Show Foxy Tune. Summon the Deer Note because it can bring back the Foxy Tune. Go to battle. Am I about to beat Vanquish Soul Canine? What a lovely way to end off the night. Beating an actual meta strategy. Okay, I'm actually going to do the legacy packs that I've earned over the evening first, and then I'll do the final master pack. I just think the master pack tends to have the most exciting cards. So let's hit it with a quick skip. All right. Many Muka Mukas. Got a Gravity Bind for maybe like a stall kind of strategy. I'm seeing a couple of funny cards. I am not seeing any other really strong cards, which is, you know, that's fair for a legacy pack. I will take the Gravity Bind. And for the final master pack of the evening, looks like there may be a holo in here. Ooh, an ultra rare. Okay. So we've got Tuner's Barrier. Select one face-up tuner monster you control. Can't be destroyed by battle or card effects until the end phase of the next turn. Ooh. Is that cool tune support? Maybe not. But that is kind of interesting, you know, if you were running like a Masochist synchro strategy, maybe that's not too bad in some cases, or like for tuner synchro monsters. All right, Small Scuffle. Choose 2 unused main monster zones in the same column. Special summon a level 2 or lower monster from your hand or deck in face-up attack position or face-down defense position in your chosen main monster zone. Then your opponent can do the same from their hand or deck to theirs. So that is interesting. Because I am on a bunch of level 2s and I have like Hyperia, that could maybe make sense in a way. Like if I summon Hyperia to like in a zone that Elf is pointing to or something. The problem, of course, is that the opponent is very likely to have cards that are more powerful that they can just tutor out from the deck and kind of pop off with. So that is very interesting. Lady of D. The Great Noodle Inversion, apparently not my first copy either, so if I draw both of them, technically it searches any card in my deck. Dwimmered Path, Falchion B or Beta, Hero of the Ashen City, probably not playable. What is the final holo of the episode? Ooh, Chorozo, Magistus, Chorozo. Must be fusion summoned or special summoned using a fusion, synchro, Xyz, or link, and a spellcaster. I'm not sure how many spellcasters I'm running, but it can do a little negate attack on field. And then it returns the monster to the hand that it negated the attack of. Not a bad pull, honestly. Also, the fact that it's a tuner, of course, is useful. I'm gonna take a look at the deck and see if I can reasonably include this, because it also kind of could build into some rank 4s or anything. Even if I can't use it right now, it is certainly good to have in the collection. Anyway, I think that'll do it for this episode. If you stayed till the end, thank you so much for sticking with me. Hope you enjoyed the Masochist gameplay. I really do think that DPE paid off. I know that for some of the games, I'm of course going to draw the bricks, but the games where I do resolve it just feel so much better so far anyway. But again, thanks so much for watching, and hope to catch you next time. Have a good one.